think they did out there today, the offense and defense, both sides?
Good. It was a little back and forth, non-padded practice. Again, efficiency in the red zone from the offense.
We
But
saw Morgan out there for the first time, participated in drills. Just talk about just that progress process.
yeah, it's been a long road for him trying to get back from that pec, and but excited to get him back. Excited to get him in pads. It's still going to be scheduled. It's going to be a little sporadic moving forward, but it's good to get him those reps.
So you're gonna have a pitch count on them and stuff.
For
like
sure,
that.
we're easing back into everything.
How big will it be, Robert, for you to get the starting five time together here like you weren't able to last year?
Yeah, it's always beneficial, but at the same time, the league is chaotic, right? So the odds of us playing with the same five all season are slim to none. So it's good for them to work with one another and different combinations, but as long as we maintain our communication. But to answer your question, to get our week one group out there as quick as possible so they can gel, that definitely be beneficial.
How excited are you about the upgrades you guys have made on the offensive line?
It's got a chance to be a really good group, and I'll even talk about the second half of the season last year, that group, and the amount of reps and playing time that they all got and how much better they got over the course of the year. Remember, we played the two best run defenses in football a year ago to finish the season and rush for a lot of yards. And, so all the experience that they got, we feel really good about not only the front five, but the next 6 or 7 guys, 8 guys even.
What was Sauce today?
He's excused absence. He had something personal he needed to take care of.
In terms of Morgan, it's kind of unique because he was here your first year and then now you bring him back. Just talk about what he brings to your football team.
He's an elite human. He's his locker room presence, the way he prepares. He's a veteran, so he's got tremendous amount. He's so conscientious of his body, and he's not afraid to bring young guys with him and communicate and kind of show guys the ropes. He's experienced 3 NFL buildings, and so he knows what all of them look like. He's got great experience, and he's not afraid to share that.
How's Bernard Converse to this point, second year into the
I thought he did a good job today. He flashed. He flashed today for sure. Excited to get back in the office to watch his tape, but it felt like he did a couple of good things today.
Tariq Cohen, what can you tell us about what happened there?
I'll leave that for him. But tremendous person, and but I'll leave it for him.
A surprise for you?
A little bit, because I felt like he was having such a great camp. He still has a lot of juice left.
Talking about him a lot as a returner, does this kind of, not going back to the drawing board, you got a lot of guys, but does it kind of reshuffle the plan at returner?
Not really. We've gotten a lot of guys to work back there. I feel like there's more guys than we've ever had back there catching punts and fielding kickoffs, and feel really good about the depth and the opportunity that's there for the guys.
You like the depth of linebacker. I know I asked you about Sherwood before, but it seems like Chaz is buzzing around pretty good himself.
Yeah, it's a really cool competition in that linebacker room because you look at your top 3 with Quincy, Sherwood, and CJ, and traditionally we keep 5 or 6, and there's every single guy in that room is providing tremendous value not only on defense but special teams, and so that's one of the cooler competitions because they're battling.
The safety room. Just talk about depth. Just talk about the depth of the safety room and just kind of what you've seen and liked so far.
Same thing. Chuck is getting his legs underneath him. I think he's moving around really well. We know T.A. Ashton got another ball out today. It's amazing how he does that. But and then you got a bunch of young guys. Isaiah's doing a really good job transitioning to safety, and then you've got your young guys back there who are slowly taking steps. So really cool group, great group to work with. Good mixture of veterans and youth. So it's developing.
I don't think we've asked you just what is McKinley dealing with?
He's dealing with a foot. We feel hopefully we should get him back early next week.
Tomorrow's practice, is it any different than what you guys have been doing?
It's going to be a little bit different in the sense it's going to kind of be a mock game. So you'll see kickoff series, 1s versus 1s, 2s versus 2s, and playing 2 halves of football. It's going to be a really long day tomorrow.
Robert, great.
turn down the temperature a little bit?
It's a little warm.
T-shirt, my man.
That's okay.
You touched on this a few days ago, but I just wanted to follow up on the officials. Usually, I recall you always having officials here. I'm wondering when are they coming and why they haven't been here yet?
Great question. They'll be here tomorrow. The NFL guys will be here tomorrow, and no particular reason. We feel like we're already talking about penalties and reviewing it with the guys in the film room and talking about what they can and can't do. And but we'll get the NFL guys out here and tomorrow and see where we're at.
Did they stay for?
They're going to come back again. So this is we asked for this one-time practice from the NFL, which they were awesome. They gave it to us, and because of the game-like experience we're trying to create. And I think they'll be back. I'm not sure. I think it's either Washington, so the following week, or the Giants.
The thing about a football practice, obviously, when there's a great play by the offense, there might be a play that wasn't so great for the defense. So there was some look like blown coverages today, especially, was it Garrett Wilson in the end zone?
The Garrett Wilson touchdown.
So what is your perspective as a guy with a long history on defense when you're happy about the offense, but you're like, what's going on over here?
Yeah, no, that's I always joke that depending on who does well in practice, I'm always winning. But no, you're always looking at both sides of the coin. I think offensively it was a really cool concept, not to get into it, and there was just a lack of communication on the defensive side. It's one thing that I can attest to, that we take pride defensively. We rarely give up touchdowns where someone's free like that. A busted coverage touchdown, very rare. And so for it to happen, it's good that it happens here because we get a chance to go correct it.
Is that a situation with Garrett Wilson, even though he's on your own team? I think an average fan would say, why would he ever not be covered, meaning as a number one receiver, even if it's your teammate?
For sure. It could happen sometimes when you're in the zone. You're not necessarily trying to lock someone down versus when you're in man. You might throw a double team his way. But there's different ways to shift coverage. But in camp, you're not necessarily just trying to take guys away. You're just trying to put in your techniques and fundamentals.
Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Just how good is it? Not